Hello everyone, my name is Pacha and welcome to our overview over the Zookeepers Animal Pack as well as update 1.18, also called the 5-year anniversary update. Both of them will release tomorrow on Tuesday, and thanks to Frontier I have the opportunity to already look at everything and to show you everything that you can expect in the pack as well as the update. So big thanks out to Frontier for providing me with early access to both of them. And for you guys, they will be available. Of course, the update will be for free, but the DLC as itself will be available for £7.99, $9.99 or €9.99, so the usual price tomorrow on Steam. And yeah, we have a lot to talk about today in this little showcase. So we will first, of course, as always, talk about everything regarding the Zookeepers Animal Pack, all the pieces, all the animals, all the other stuff like the campaign mission, and then we will switch over to the 5-year anniversary update, look at the free animals that comes with it as well as the pieces. And I would say, since we have a lot to do, let's get right into everything. Our first animal of the Zookeepers Animal Pack is the Manul, also called the Pallas Cat, or also called the original Grumpy Cat, because of their very grumpy appearance. But yeah, this was already teased weeks ago with their initial teaser for the pack on their live stream, and now we have them in game. Our second small cat next to the sand cat, not in terms of size, and I have to say, they look much better than they did in the teaser as well as the announcement trailer. Their fur looks much better than I initially thought. And look at the kittens, they are so cute. And, and let's see what they do here. Really cool, this new behavior over here. So yeah, really nice that they look better than they did. And I definitely can see me building for them now that I have them, seeing them in game. And let's look at the baby again, because they are just adorable. Look at how grumpy they look. Really cool. So yeah, the Pallas Cat, our new Himalayan animal here in the game, and as I said, a fan favorite, wished among many people. So it's cool that we finally have them in game. Next up, we have the Hamadryas Baboon, one of the other many people, animals that the community wished for, and one of the animals where I wasn't sure about the model when I first saw it in the announcement trailer. Maybe you have watched my video about it, but yeah, of course they have to poop because they are on camera. But I have to say, now seeing them in game, they look so much better. Really cool that we have them in game, and they can also have an enrichment bonus, habitat enrichment bonus with the African elephants, because I know some zoos mix them. Haven't seen it personally myself, but I know of some cases, so really cool to have that. And I have to say, now seeing in game, also seeing this very red ass, I hope I can say that, they look really cool. Definitely wasn't on my list when I thought about the Zookeeper Animal Pack, but I'm really happy to have them in game and to build some cool stuff for them. Next up, we have the incredible Markhor. Seeing here climbing the goat enrichment mountain, which of course they can use similar to the doll sheep and the alpine ibex. And I mean, look at that. Wait, and yeah, there it is. How incredible is that? And I'm really happy that they added them to Planet Zoo. And I have to say, of all the animals in this pack, I think this one might be honestly the one with the weakest fur texture, especially the neck beard looks a bit too flat in my opinion. It could be a bit more fluffier, but think maybe there's a possibility that Planet Zoo can do something post-launch in updates, stuff like that. But overall, apart from that, I mean, look at the baby goats here. Aren't they adorable? And in general, the horns and everything looks so incredible, and I'm so happy to have them in game. And I can't wait to build for the Markhor, which is an endangered goat species from Himalaya, if you don't know that. Up next, we have the only bear in South America, the spectacled bear. Seeing here in the background, also doing some stuff with the enrichment. And we also have some babies over here. Look at the babies. Aww, that's so adorable. But yeah, the spectacled bear, one of the main big animals from South America that we were missing for so many years, so it's so cool that we have them. Of course, I still say a Quadi or yeah, maybe a spider or a howler monkey would have been even better, but I don't complain. The spectacle bear, one of the last remaining short-faced bear in the world, is still an awesome animal. They look very unique, they behave very unique, and it is so cool to finally have them in game. And I think I can't say anything more about it, because yeah, they are super cool and look super good. I think one of the best looking animals in the game, and not in the game, in the DLC of course. And yeah, this is a spectacle bear for you. Our only reptile in this pack comes in form of the African spurred tortoise, the third largest tortoise species in the world after the Galapagos and the Aldabra tortoise. So it fits right in with the other two, and I have to say it looks 10 times better than the other two. Of course, the other two are from the base game, so this is our first habitat tortoise since the base game launched 5 years ago. And I mean, look at the carapace and the shell, I think it's called the shell and the texture on the skin itself. It looks so incredible. It looks a bit frightened or shocked, but otherwise, other than that, they look super cool. And the babies have a different coloration, which is also cool, because you can use them maybe for some smaller tortoise species, maybe something like a yeah, I don't know, the ones that we have in the exhibit from the Eurasia pack. I forgot the name for a moment, but yeah, they look a little different than the adult ones, so you can definitely use them for some different species, but still it's very much adorable. And yeah, if I would have to choose what is the best looking animal in this DLC, just model wise, I would definitely go for the African spurred tortoise. It's incredible that it took Planzu 5 years to finally give us a very small ungulate, which is also pooping at the moment. But yeah, now we have it, the Kirks Dik Dik, an antelope species from Africa, a very shy one, so you can and solitary one, so you can only have 2 of them in your exhibit. They don't have any species enrichment bonus with other animals, so I saw them in the real life mixed with other ungulates from Africa, so that's definitely a possibility you can do if you want to. But yeah, they are super tiny, super adorable, and the little movements with the snout, with their nose and stuff like that, and their little twitchy yeah, behavior really fits in with the real life animal. I'm super happy. I know modders can use these to make all kinds of small ungulates now, which is really cool. And oh, come on, look at the baby. Look at this cute little baby. Isn't that adorable? Really cool. And I wish we would have gotten them earlier, so that we would have a chance for more small ungulates, like muntjacs for example. But I'm still very happy that we have them now in game. Let's go on to the final animal. It hops on the ground and it looks adorable. This is the Coquerels Sifaka. Let's see me hopping again. Yeah, this is their unique movement that they also do in real life when hopping on the ground. This, yeah, almost, it is hopping. It is simply as that, it is hopping on the ground. And now you're on the tree. I can't see you in the tree, my friend. But yeah, really cool. Our 4th lemur in the game, and of course they have enrichment with all the other lemurs that we have now. But I think they are by far the most unique one of them. And they look adorable. The model is amazing. And that they really went in to make the movement right on the ground is, I think, just a point for Frontier in this case. And I wouldn't have expected it. I know some other people also didn't expect it, that they would do the hopping animation. But they do, and I'm really happy about it. The baby looks like the adults, just smaller, which I think is a fair point. And sorry for that, but yeah. The Coquerels Sifaka completes our roster of the Zookeeper Animal Pack, and that means we now move on to all the pieces that we have in this DLC. Alongside 7 new animal species, we also get 95 plus pieces in this DLC, which is super cool. Sadly, there are no foliage items in here, only scenery pieces and some path items, and let's go through all of them because this can take a while. First off, we have our path items, so bins and benches, and first we have here a very plain looking bench, which is super cool. It's also recolorable as most of the pieces are in this pack, and this is super cool because it is super plain looking, and that means we can customize it with other stuff. We can put other materials onto it, and guests will still use it. So super cool that we get that in the last DLC. Next up, we have a very fancy looking bench bad, fancy looking bin. My god, this was a word. Where we can also recolor, so we can do something else with it, but it looks very much fancy with the gold and black coloration. And lastly, we have our new picnic table, which reminds me a lot of these easy to build picnic tables or tables on fairs and city festivals where people sell stuff or showcase things. And I would have wished we would have gotten these tables without the stairs around it as a standalone piece, but as it is right now, it's still cool and definitely will find some uses. Next up, we have our scenery pieces, starting with the new animal statue from the campaign mission. And as always, if you complete the campaign mission, you get the statue also in a bronze, silver and gold variant. And then we have our animal signs in the usual quality, which is super cool. We have the Hamadryas Baboon, the Kirks Dik Dik, the Markhor, the Pallas Cat looking grumpy. We have the Coquerels Sifaka jumping around. We have two signs for the spectacled bear, adult one and a baby one, which is super adorable. And then we have the African Spurred Tortoise. Next up, we have some buntings, some straight ones and some curved ones, and of course are recolorable. And then we have the very controversial piece, at least for me, which are these gigantic flowers, and I don't know yet what I will do with them. But I'm sure there is a use, and maybe for these, for insect areas where your guests are supposed to be shrunken down to the size of the insect, these could be very useful. But I don't know, I still have to think about a purpose for these. And then we have what some thought would be animal pillows, but which are actually lights. We have these adorable animal statues, animal lights, which glow in the dark. Which are super adorable, and I don't know, Frontier, why no Mudeng? Why no Hippo? I think it would have perfectly fit in here, but super adorable, and of course we can turn off the light to use them as something else. Next up, we have a bunch of marquee pieces in all different sizes, and forms, straight ones and curved ones. I will not go through all of them, but they are all recolorable, so you can mix and match them as you like. And we get then to some new rope pieces, a very tiny one here, which is super cool that we get such a tiny rope piece. And then of course some longer ones, some angled ones, some straight ones. We get a tiny rope knot over here, and then some pieces which are, this is one piece, and basically to me is meant to hold the marquee up basically. Same for these new wood pieces, which are really cool that we get some new round wood pieces, which looks also very good, and some additional pieces for them, and then some more pieces for the marquees, this time I think walls and roof pieces, and as well as a curtain. Next up we have what is called the maypole, but they are recolorable, so you can make them less colorful if you want to and use them as something else. And what is really cool are the maypole ball and the maypole cap, because it's just a plain round metal bowl which is recolorable, so definitely they will have some uses as different, for a different purpose and as a different piece basically. Next up we have some ribbons, again some curved ones and some straight ones, as well as some new metal poles, also curved and straight. Same for the new metal pole base and another metal pole joint, so another ball but a smaller one. Then some really cool pieces, which are the wire cable pieces, and I'm really happy that we have them in game, because wire cables are such a standard for construction, for constructing habitats, for constructing buildings to hold stuff in place and hold stuff up, especially also for aviaries and other netted enclosures. So really cool to get them in game, and also even better that they are recolorable. But what is a little bit not so cool, or I don't see the purpose of it, is this moonlight. Looks very childlike from a child's playroom or stuff like that. But on the other side we have the shiny paper lantern, which we get in two different sizes, and I placed them upside down accidentally, so this is the right way up. And then we get the Saturn barrier rope together with its post, and we get them as singular pieces as well as one piece, Would have wished for shorter versions of this robe to mix and match them a little bit better, but I'm happy that we have them. And lastly, the last pieces we have are more signs. Also, they're very childish, no real idea what I do with them. And we have this giant umbrella, which also works as a light source, which I just found out that it also produces light. Same for the sun, apparently. So yeah, giant umbrella piece here. No real idea what I do with them, but I'm sure someone will come up with a use for that. But yeah, these are all the pieces that you get when buying the DLC, and now we switch over to the new outfit as well as the campaign mission. Our new outfit that we get when buying the DLC is inspired by the Coquerels Sifaka, and I really dig these this shirt and these pants here. The hat, as usual, is a little bit silly, but something I just discovered when recording this was that we also get we get new animal hats when we download the 5-year anniversary pack. So I will include them here right now and not in the update section, because I don't want to switch back to get that again. But yeah, if you're downloading the new update tomorrow, we also get a giraffe hat, a moose hat, which looks a bit like a platypus with that bill, and a snow leopard hat. So these three are for free. And when you buy the DLC, you also get the Sifaka outfit. Our new campaign mission, called The Main Event, lets us join forces with Emma Goodwin, the daughter of Bernie Goodwin, to celebrate the 5-year anniversary of the Frontier Zoo. And you're right, the Frontier Zoo, they named the last two after themselves. And just for show, these are the tasks that you have to fulfill to achieve the medium difficulty in this campaign. So this is all the stuff you have to do for medium difficulty. Of course, for easy and hard, these will slightly different in what you have to do. But yeah, we have this very British looking zoo, and that is not an accident, because this is actually modeled after, I think, Cambridge, which is the town Frontier Development sits in, and some keen-eyed people already figured out that this building over here, which is super cool, is actually modeled after the HQ of Frontier. This building is where Frontier Developments in real life has their office in. So super cool reference to that, and I guess the rest of the town also has references to Cambridge in the United Kingdom. But yeah, this is a zoo, as I said, very British, a lot of very much deep down habitats over here. But your goal is to celebrate 5 years of Planet Zoo together with the Frontier Zoo and make this zoo a success. So before we switch over to the section where we talk about update 1.18, I quickly want to give you a should you buy it section over here if you are not unsure if you should get this DLC or not. And I have to say, it really depends on if you need these animals immediately in your zoo, if you need these pieces in your zoo, or if you can wait. If you need them, and of course buy this pack, it definitely is a decent pack for you to buy, and some of the pieces are really useful for a general zoo theme, and the animals, of course, the selection is really diverse, so there's definitely something for everyone here. But if you say, okay, I can wait, and I don't have the money at the moment, it's okay. And I would also suggest that this would be the main decision, that you wait for this pack, that you wait for a discount, which will happen on a regular basis, or you wait until the packs themselves get less pricey, because while it being a decent pack, it has some flaws here and there. Some of the animal designs aren't as sharp as they used to be with older packs, and a lot of the pieces, of course, are really much themed and look a bit childish in my case, my opinion, but still, some of the pieces are really great, and they definitely are worth buying this DLC. But if you're only for the animals here, it really depends. Do you need the animals, or do you don't need them immediately? If not, then wait for them to go on a discount. And yeah, this is everything that is to say about this DLC. Of course, I will have a longer opinion on this DLC once I played more with it. So in the next video that I'm uploading on this channel, not today, of course, I will talk more in depth about my own opinion of this DLC, about the animals, about the choices, that this will be our last DLC, because let's face it, if you don't want to believe it or not, this is most likely the last DLC for Planet Zoo, and there is no there's no need changing that with the theme and the name and everything like that. With celebrating 5 years of Planet Zoo with the Frontier Zoo, it is most definitely our last DLC. So I will have a more in-depth opinion on that in my next video, so look forward to that. So, update 1.18, or the 5-year anniversary update, comes also with a new free animal for everyone. So if you are downloading the new update tomorrow, you get the African Leopard totally for free. You don't have to pay anything for that. And I have to say, I wasn't sure, don't mind the tree freakings to the glass there, but yeah, I wasn't sure at first about the African Leopard, because we have the Amur Leopard, they're both subspecies to each other, and yeah, it was just another leopard basically that we already have. But I have to say, now that I'm seeing it in game, it looks so much better than the Amur Leopard. It is more agile looking, more thin looking, insane jumps, and definitely I would say I prefer this one over the Amur Leopard. And yeah, it completes also the big 5, the big Hunter 5 of Africa, the big most dangerous animals in Africa, so that is another plus point. And I have to say, if this is our last anniversary update animal, then I'm a little bit sad that it is something different, but I don't complain. It is a cool animal to have, and definitely something that I will use in the future more often than the Amur Leopard. Let's switch over to the last point, which are the new free pieces. And while the DLC itself doesn't come with any foliage, you get one new tree in the update, which is the apple tree, in 3 different sizes as usual, which is super cool, because definitely a tree that was missing the whole time. And I also really like that you see on the middle and the big one that you have these growths, these little twigs growing up from the base, which is something you see a lot in apple trees and other trees as well. So really cool that they did that here, and I definitely can see me using this tree as a stand-in for other trees. I mean, yeah, of course you have the apples on here, but otherwise it looks really, really good. Next up, we have a new enrichment item. Yay, after many, many years we finally get a new enrichment item, and this one is very smelly, but it is the jelly cake, the veggie jelly cake. This is how it looks normally. It's super cool. Sadly, there is no meat version of that. I would have loved if there would have also be a meat jelly cake, but definitely it even wiggles a little bit when placing or when just standing around, so that is super cool. And we also get a new free apple piece, finally a better looking apple piece than the one we had with the base game, of course corresponding with the apple trees. But yeah, a singular apple piece is super cool, and it looks really, really good for an apple in a video game. Next up, we have some what I called card signs basically, which are these banners where you can type in words which then will appear on the banner itself. They are very bright here, so let me make it a little bit shadowy so that you can see them better. But yeah, these card signs over here where you can type in stuff and it will appear. You can also recolor them, super cool. Then we have this tassel thing, this paper tassel, which goes alongside with these card signs. And then that is super cool, our last pieces are string pieces, and string straight. Yeah, we have 3 straight ones and 2 curved ones, and they are super, super thin. I mean, look at that. I think this is one of our thinnest pieces in the game, and they're also recolorable, as you can see here. So super useful for all kinds of different stuff, not only for these cards, which are they of course meant to correspond with, but yeah, super awesome that we get them in the free update so everyone can use them. And yeah, this is everything in the Zookeepers Animal Pack as well as update 1.18. All the animals, all the pieces, everything that you get. Of course, already showed with the update. If you're switching to over here, I already showed that we also get 3 new animal heads with the update for our character. But yeah, this is everything in this DLC. Again, thanks to Frontier for giving me early access to, so that I can showcase all of this to you guys a day in advance, so you know if you should buy the DLC or not. And as I already said, I will give my better and longer opinion on the DLC in the next video, so look forward to that. And then all I have to say at this point is thank you for watching this video, thank you for listening. Let me know in the comments what your favorite animal of the DLC is, what you're most looking for, if you want to buy it or not. And then I hope I see you in the next video, and until then, stay safe, have a great time, and bye bye everyone.